No, mother, I must forbid it. 'Tis rash.
'Tis rash to salve the wounds which we've inflicted.
'Tis rash to salvage wounds which were by worms inflicted. Say, what weight have we with worms, with water bugs, with moping yellow maggots in decay? Oh nay, I say, we stay up here in heaven safe, whilst they betray the flesh of sinful men. Thus thou and I and seraphim shall play the harps divine, whilst vermin, scum, and scavengers beneath the earth shall dine. I say again,
No need. I heard thee fine the other time. Thou bade me not to go, so I will stay.
yea, and haunt me for eternity with guilt.
Well, I am a Jewish mother. Adieu.
Stay! Remain, please. I wish to speak with thee. Thou comest here with wringing hands, blurting nervously about some journey I must needs abhor. If thy request were little less unorthodox, it would be done, thou canst be sure.
Aye, certainly it would. And if I've inadvertently somehow just now offended thee, it wasn't by intent. Thou art my father, and my soul divine. I aim to follow closely thy design.
What twist is this? Why call you me thy father, mother? Am I not thy son?
Oh, aye, 'tis true enough. On earth thou wert my child. I raised thee from a nursing babe to one all men admired, yet ye conceived of me full 15 years, for ere I touched my womb to feel thee kick. So thou art my father's son, and this be not a trick.
Ah, how thou vexeth me! I long to see thee smile. So come, stand next to me, and let us gaze upon the earth a while. For 10 millennia I reigned as God above the men, so unsatisfied and full of pride, incapable of pity, cursing all the blessed fools who just refused to bend their knees before me. Lo, and when I condescended to be man, 'twas in a blaze of fury. Yea, though how could I have known the agony and groans of life in my creation when I knew the beauty only of my own design? I held such arrogance and gumption then in my celestial presumption that all men were naught but servants in my mind. 'Tis true, the old adage of power and corruption, although I could scarce believe it of myself. 'Twas thee who saved me and all of man, thy motherly affections and that soft and tender hand which taught me love above all other acts of mine. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Forgiveness is divine. All these passages were yours. I felt such strong compassion when I cradled in thy arms. I could no longer punish as I once thought I should. Although I came to earth in anger, it was thee who gave me strength. And thus thou art my mother and the holiest of saints.
Thy words bring rivers to my eyes. Nay, please forgive my imposition. I'll not ask thee any more.
Stay, please. Ask me for more, for anything thou wisheth, save for one.
I've all a soul could ask for in thy grace. My throne upon the mantle made of gold. I dream in shiny sparkles, and I swim in silver lakes and lay upon the surface of the clouds. My want is not for riches nor my own desires, but to witness those who suffer in the sepulchre of fire, to offer them compassion, though they err. I wish this not for me, my lord, but all humanity, for those who have to wallow in the mire. 'Tis true, all men have sin in them, and so deserve to perish. But yon worms can only swallow them if thee they do not cherish. Now, I know my tongue is bothersome, so please forgive me for my rants. But if thou hast affection yet, so give my wish a second chance.
And what about temptation? How wilt thou resist? The devil has a honey voice, yet venom on his lips, and he is known for his vexation of the holiest of wits.
Aye, Lucifer's a troubled soul and failed at veneration. But then I was born an empty palate with no sinful inclination. Though his words be full of lies and powerful libations, I'll not drink a drop of them to keep me from salvation. I'll be well,
alone in hell. And what if he attacks?
Send an angel, my protector, a most worthy bodyguard.
Whom?
Michael.
I do not like this plan.
But Michael is as capable as any.
Oh, I am more the hardiest of angels. Yea, and he would place himself twixt thee and any harm. But there's danger lurks at every turn. The flames of hell are warm.
I'll bring a fan.
No need. Thy head is cool, and Michael's sword is stronger than 1,000 middling fools in all of Satan's army. Yet, if something should go wrong.
Thou art omnipotent.
Oh, I, in my domain. But little say have I within his walls. If any harm befalls thee, it should start a war. With all the gods of heaven shall with swords come swarming down. My cherubim shall arrows fling within his minions' scalded hearts. My seraphim shall cease to sing.
Enough! I'll not depart.
If this be thy desire, thou shouldst go.
Oh, but I desire friendliness and love, for peace betwixt the hell beneath and heaven up above. My want is not for massacres, nor war. Instead, to be ambassador twixt thee and purgatory. But if ye bethinks it treacherous, I shall not move an inch. I'll stay within these golden gates and linger in thy glory.
Peace, I implore thee. Michael.
Yes, my lord?
Go and guide my mother safely through the underworld. She longs to see the suffering of souls.
'Tis dangerous.
I know.
My son, I cherish thee.
Times like this, I envy man. For whom have I to pray to?
Hello? Is anybody here?
Nay, step behind me quickly, lady, for I smell Beelzebub is near.
Oh, speak the devil's name, they say, and soon he will appear. Milady?
Stay, vouchsafe to keep thy distance.
What? And harm the Holy Virgin? Why, I'd sooner sell my soul.
To whom?
Myself, of course.
Well, I pray thou get'st a bargain for a soul as venerable as thine. 'Twould be a shame to cheat thyself. Don't go below a dime.
Oh, find me so expensive. I concur. In troth, I would have bartered for some frankincense and myrrh. But hold thy sword, I do abate. Methinks he overcompensates. Nay, please resheath. I mean no harm, 'tis just a spot of jest. Why comest thou so duly armed unto my address?
It is for her protection.
Milady is a noble queen and the worthiest of souls. Why thinkest thou my meager purse could ever buy such gold?
I don't, but know thee for a fiend will stop at nothing.
Oh, well, let's not walk on eggshells, lest we be dishonest. Tell me how thou truly feelst, and fie on being modest.
You disgust me.
Oh, how miserable! How positively grand! And twere I not invincible, I'd still be shaking in my hand. Oh!
Thou art not impregnable. Thy shoulders may be hewn. Thy neck is weak and breakable. Thy innards may be strewn.
Michael! Sincere apologies, dear Lucifer. The angel means no harm. See, he was but exhibiting the virtue of his arm.
Aye, such virtue. Me wished she had less merit, yet 'twere half my arm as virtuous, then I would gladly share it. Nay, verily thou comest to me with purpose, so let's air it. Pleaseth thee to tell me now, preferably in earnest, wherefore comes about this pilgrimage into my humble furnace.
I wish to be a witness to the sufferings of man.
A witness, eh? Well, that sounds perverse. But who am I to judge? Yes, I will guide thee in, my queen, although thy servant may not budge.
Thou cur!
Thou fish! 'Tis I decides who comes and goes inside this foul abyss, and yon Madonna, in her holy quest to see the damned exist, may come and go. But thou instead art burdened with too ill-tempered head, and so thou shalt be girdled in with shackles of the dead.
What? Oh, I'm stuck.
Indeed. Oh no, that is bad luck. Milady, shall we go?
Oh, pardon me, release him, for his place is up in heaven. He is only here because Jehovah deigned to let him.
Oh, then the more misfortune he. And yet, I promise, he'll be fine. The instant we return from hell, his chains will disentwine.
Dost swear it?
On thy soul.
My lady, no.
I will be fine. Please keep thy wits about thee, Michael, for I shall return in time.
Our father needs to know.
It is for him I must go.
May luck be with thee, lady, then, since I cannot be so.
Ah, what a soft and fragile thing art thou, such a radiant physique. Yet even as a comely flower, thou art vulnerable and weak. For even now, within this earthly hour, thou wert trampled under feet. If only I had granted plants with powers to match the beasts. But then butterflies and honeybees would have no nectar left to eat. So rest thee here, thou precious one, and blossom near my seat. 'Tis only in the greater whole that all my pieces seem complete. That even in omniscience I feel a strange defeat. Ho, Uriel,
My liege,
come, play a song for me.
such is my expertise, uplifting or morose.
You choose, for I am melancholy and cannot decide.
Aha, then I know just the song. And when all of the others worry, my heart stands divine, my heart stands divine. For though their gaze be often blurry, I see heaven shine. Because God's love is strong and sturdy, and I feel sublime. Now in the day.
Sing something not about myself, for I am not an egotist today.
Of course, my lord. How about a requiem?
Aye, for mothers who've departed.
So softly didst thou waver when I sat upon thy knee. Thy breath I often savored when ye sang a song to me. My ears they crave such favors from thy soft consinity. When once in misdirection I misspoke of thee. 'Tis not a recollection I am proud to keep. But youthful indiscretions soon became most painful memories. Slipped softly through the valley to the land below. I saw my mother sally forth and heard the whistles blow. Mother, won't ye dally? Dear, why must ye quickly go? So many words unspoken, and so many songs unheard. My mother's love unbroken, though her body was interred. And though my eyes are open wide, my vision's growing blurred. Still softly in the moonlight, in the summer night, I feel thy arms around me, love, still singing lullabies. My mother's now the loveliest old soul in paradise. Dost thou approve, my lord?
Yes, fine. 'Tis fine. A beautiful lament. But how didst thou conceive of such a powerful event? Thou hast no mother to bereave, no indiscretion to repent.
Well seest I through human eyes whenever I descend to watch them weeping. I believe human souls to be complex and intriguing, whereas angels grow as stoic souls incapable of grieving. 'Tis not so of those who live below the tent of non-believing. If they only knew the treasures held in heaven for retrieving, they would scarcely shed a tear for such a monumental leaving. Still, it's marvelous for song.
I do agree, and thank thee for the entertainment. Go and run along now peacefully, whilst I remain in melancholic raiment.
Yes, my lord, if I may be of service, simply call.
Ah, Uriel, thy song has much afflicted me, though thou wilt never know it. Thou art ignorant of feeling, though thy music may bestow it. Oh, why did I create the sigh, miserable emotion, back when I bestride the cosmic tide, could have then denied such foolish notions? Nay, my angels have no fear inside, nor catch the sad disease. Yet even I, in my almighty pride, still feel so ill at ease. My mother lies beneath the earth and underneath the seas. No word have I for 40 nights, no whispers on the breeze. Yet surely Michael would return, unless perforce he has been seized. Ho, Gabriel!
My liege.
Get thee forth to Azrael, and see if he has news. My mother lies beneath in hell to comfort the abused. Thy brother is protecting her, but still he doth refuse to bring her safely home to me.
I'll go, but know with certainty that Michael will not fail thee. With my brother watching over her, she is immune to frailty.
Go! There is no time for prattle, for if we be harmed on Michael's back, it will be time for battle. The same with my dear lady. Nay, Thy confidence is lovely, sure, but could it stand a war with all of Hades? Oh, Gabriel, my lad, I'm sorry for thy chiding. Be thou swift, my harbinger, and bring back happy tidings. I'll be glad.
Ah, welcome, Highness, to my lair. Behold the rotting atmosphere. Please gaze upon the likes of men deceived and thieves alike. Oh, do watch your step, but look around. Delight in squalid sights and sounds. Enjoy the stench of kings and clowns, slow roasting to a golden brown. Whilst here beneath his hallowed ground, they curse the god who cast them down. I cannot blame them. After all, 'twas he who caused my hefty fall. Yet still, in all I do recall, he leaves me power to enthrall. And now men cower one and all, as flames devour them withal.
No, halt! Please, list me quick their many faults, their grievous deeds and bold assaults that brought them deep within these vaults. Oh, for surely most egregious be to warrant them such agony.
I shall recount them eagerly, but where should I begin?
What of these two men?
Oh, well, he was but a burglar, and he a politician. Nay, but those are both the same, I give, so no need for division. Oh, over here was an attorney, and she a prostitute, but either one would cost a ton, and you'd end up getting screwed. Oh, up next in my collection is a man who sought the truth. See, he was once a rabbi and a magi of the Jews.
And for his sin?
Oh, when asked to worship Jesus, he refused.
Oh, that's a lie. They are the same, for God and Jesus are each other. If man but worships one, he venerates the other.
Stay, thou didst not let me finish. He then slayed the man who bade him choose and ate his skin with spinach.
Oh.
Yes, a bit grotesque, a psychopathic Yiddish. Now, please continue wafting on the path. I have much more to show thee. Torturous maliciousness and joyful acrimony.
Wait. Well, who's he? That weeping soul near lost beyond my view.
Oh, he was once a cobbler who failed to mend a shoe. And every time he missed a nail, he blamed it all on you.
What? He was damned for that.
Well, he was trying to damn you.
But still, it seems a hefty penance for a fault at mending shoes.
Oh, nay. His punishment's for sputtering and blaspheming thy name. Twere he a better shoemaker, his sin would be the same. He's filth.
Oh, well, I see thou hast a tender heart, despite thy cruel facade.
What meanest thou, my gentle queen? Thy observances are odd.
Thou spit'st upon thy servant's head whene'er the fire gets too hot. 'Tis as the balm of Gilead, or bread when fasting stops. 'Tis most compassionate.
Aye, that was my intent.
Indeed. Yet here there lies another soul who writhes in misery.
Ugh, he was but a murderer and deserves no sympathy. That was empathy.
Aye, this is false imprisonment. I never meant to hurt her.
Ugh, see, he claims that he was innocent, but so do all who perjure.
No, my lady, please. You must believe me. Oh, I never meant her harm.
I do.
Oh, no, do not grab her arm. Oh, ye must be careful here, Madonna, lest they pull thee in. And now for thee.
Forgiveness, please! Well, that's why I'm here inside this wretched place. I wish to shine forgiveness upon all the human race.
But they're my slaves. doth wish to steal them from me.
Aye, and give them heaven's grace.
Despicable the souls which rot within this place. They curse the name of God above and murder, loot, and rape. They don't deserve the services of heaven's golden gates. If I cannot be by God's side, then why in hell should they?
Thou mayest, if thou choosest. I will plead for thee. Just grant me but a simple wish, and let these souls be free.
What? Never! They all mean too much to me.
Wouldst thou remain in Hades for a full eternity for naught but greed?
Why, yes. I need control of something, although it be misery.
Then I shall offer thee a bargain. Take my soul for theirs.
Milady has to weigh with jargon, thus to catch me unawares.
Dost not approve?
I do, and very much agree. And yet, if God above should show his love, he would come down for thee.
And then you'd get to see him.
Aye, and do so willingly. Dost trade for every soul?
Yes, every little one.
Couldn't I keep 3?
Dost toy with me for fun? I shall not trade with thee.
No, it shall be done, whatever thou demand'st. To Lord above, the maid of God would give me the upper hand. So come, my vestal princess, and we'll barter for their souls. My contract there awaits thy hand, so that this hold may ne'er be set undone.
Oh, aye. And though my steps shall forward guide me unto dark oblivion, I come.
Oh, I thank thee, Lord Jehovah, for this twist thou hast begun.
Halt! Stay, thy soul belongs the other way and not in that direction. Halt, I say! Thou must obey my voice in this objection. Heaven's glare is not prepared to grant thee resurrection. Art deaf? Thou wretched beast, you are deceased. You may not leave this section. They left, vanished from hell. What shift is this which sets adrift the fiends from where they dwell? The trespassers and fiends of which forgiveness did expel? Good, if only I could lift the bonds of Satan's evil spell, I would return them to it. What mischief cooked this devil up to make my mistress do it? If only I were by his side to run the devil through it. Blast! Now what new villainy is this?
Blind! Dost thee believe he set them free?
Aye, for the Mother Virgin.
But how are we to torment she what sinless of expersions?
Oh, look, don't be so naive. Ye may perceive in questioning a torrent of perversions. Why, on her back, a bit of a whipping, on her face, a bit of a smack, and by the time her flesh starts ripping, even Mother Mary will admit her soul is black.
You filth, you foul, detested snake. If you dare to touch a hair upon the Holy Virgin's pate, then I shall rip a tear inside thy mold-infested waist. Thy guts will know the taste of air. Thy scabbing wounds will be thy fate.
Who's this?
Blind! What's he? Well, it can't surely be the captain of the fairies.
Aye, 'tis I, by God's design. Thou shouldst be very wary.
Michael? The Archangel #1? Not him who cast my Lord and me from neath the shining sun. Oh, 'tis so indeed. Canst thou believe? What extraordinary fun!
Well, do stand further, Abaddon.
Why, lookest now, thou stupid cow. His girdle's made of lead. It seems our friend is held somehow by circles of the dead.
Yet comest thou but closer, and I will rip off thy head.
With what? Thy teeth? Ha! Thou fillest me with dread. Yah! He bled.
Did he?
Yea, come, hit him now, gentle Moloch. Do not be alarmed. His arms are fettered by his sides. He can't do any harm. Oh. No, don't hit him in the armor. Punch him in the face.
I'm done with punching now. By your grace.
Oh, if I could reach my sword, you'd both be dead post haste.
Well, let me help you there. Oh, I say, it's not much heavier than air.
Oh.
Fair. Dost care to try it out?
I'm scared. Say, what if he gets loose?
Why then, we'll bleed him for his juice.
And how about thy sable lord? Dost think he would approve?
What's this now?
I am bound by sacred vow to serve the Holy Virgin. So if thou be Faust, my limbs or bowels, it will allow the scourging. For God above shall feel my death and fly to hell with urgence. Then, how thinkest thou that Satan shall reward his top insurgents? With his torture or with love?
Oh, no. We'll let thee live. For now, till he the order gives. But torture is till then allowed for thee, our most angelic Sib.
My noble Azrael.
What?
I've come for news from God above, for I am Gabriel.
Oh, yes, I know whom thou art.
And what is thy report?
Of what?
Why, of thy father's mother?
Whom? The Virgin Queen?
I see!
Let me see. Virgin Queen, the Virgin Queen, Virgin... Ah, here she be. What wisheth thee to know?
Is she beneath? And is she well? How goes her trip to hell?
She is beneath. She is not well. It seems he hath bequeathed herself to he who reigns in hell.
She has bequeathed?
Indeed, and in exchange, he hath released everybody else.
Not every other soul?
Indeed. I wondered why they all came by, not knowing where to go.
You didn't try to stop them?
No, they were not on my list.
My God! Can such incompetence exist? My brother, where is he?
Still bound behind these kindled doors, his limbs will not come free. Nay, rattle all you like, dear boy. They will not budge for thee.
Upon my life, I'll run ye through unless ye yield the key.
But only God may grant permission for an angel such as thee.
Then fly will I to heaven for permission from my liege. When I return, these gates will burn with flames from heaven's siege. Beware.
Beware? It makes no difference to me, because I am but a gatekeeper and not thine enemy. So there.
Margaret,
Henry?
I'm alive.
Oh, Henry! Well, how did this happen? Where have you been the last few years?
A dark and lonely place, Maggie.
Are you a ghost?
No, not a ghost, Mag. Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh, glory be. How did this happen?
Virgin Mary gave me a second chance.
The Virgin Mary.
Aye?
The Virgin Mary?
Yes.
The one you was always cursing.
No.
Bloody Mary. Bloody hell. Bloody effing Mary.
Yes, aye, yes, that's the one.
Was she lovely?
Oh, beyond.
Oh, I missed you, Henry.
And I you. Yeah, kiss like I remember.
Stop it. I'm an old woman now.
Oh, you're 47.
And a widow.
Not anymore, you're not.
Well, I was.
You're more beautiful today now, Maggie, than I've ever seen you.
You're not so bad yourself, you know. For a dead man.
How's Penny?
She's just as awful as her father. Always getting into trouble. She'll be 8 years old this Tuesday, you know. She was only a wee thing when you up and left her without a da. You want to see her?
Soon. I'm still getting used to seeing you.
Oh, you always were a softie.
Can I ask you a question, Maggie? I've been away for a long time now, and well, I best be just coming out and saying, I suppose. Have you been faithful to me, Maggie?
Mostly.
Mostly.
Well, you've been dead for 6.5 years, Henry. What you expect me to do? Go bowling?
No, it makes sense. I'm sure you had your motivation.
I was lonely, Henry. That was my motivation. And I was missing you something terrible.
I suppose he's in love with you, this man.
Aye. In his own way, I suppose he is.
And you? Are you in love with him?
Henry. In all my time on earth, I've never loved another man the way that I love you. It was my entire world collapsed the day you left me. But I'm glad you're back. And I'll never be unfaithful again. I promise. Come, let's see your daughter.
Aye.
Glory be. What noise is that? Is that Seamus?
Aye.
And Jimmy Brannigan?
Aye, the halls of hell are emptying, Maggie.
Oh, but he's a killer. They executed him last year for shooting school children. Oh, I don't like this, Henry.
I'm given a second chance.
Oh, Seamus just stabbed Jimmy Brannigan in the stomach. Oh, and Jimmy Brannigan just shot him in the face! Oh, Henry, this is awful, Henry, this is awful!
Well, here come the peelers now to it's a bloody war zone, this bloody Manny!
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it...
Our Father, who resides in heaven, please forgive us.
Let us in.
We beg thee, Lord, for mercy.
Open up these gates.
Shame! Have you no shame to thus command your God?
My lord, the earth is in a panic!
I can see.
Satanic mastery is at work. I'll wager thee.
Yea, so it seems.
It appears that all the souls that were damned in hell have ere now been released.
Yes, most distressingly.
So what are we to do?
Come, play a song for me.
My lord?
Say one of tragedy. My mother's gone, I let her be. The world is in calamity. I know not what to think of.
Think of me and all mankind and all thy progeny.
Oh, what is wrong with me? Before my birth on planet Earth, 'twere none as strong as me. But now my mirth is twined with hurt and woeful agony. See, even flowers wilt in scornful spite of me.
Perhaps it is thy mother. She is part of thee, and without her here, thy strength appears to wane considerably.
Oh, I, the Mother, Son, and Holy Ghost, the Virgin Trinity. Oh, how I yearn for days of triple pulse of masculinity, and yet much strength derives from her sweet sighs of magnanimity. And thus it seems ye may be right. My mother holds the key to save the fate of all mankind and our divinity. Now it seems the whole world relies upon her femininity. Ho! Where's Gabriel?
I'm here, my lord.
And hast thou been to hell?
I have. The gates are barred against me, Lord.
What news from Azrael?
Thy mother has betrayed her soul to save the ones who fell. My brother is behind the gate to some bewitching spell. I tried to pry the door to stride. No sway cannot compel. I need the key.
Indeed. Uriel.
My liege.
Go, gather thou the instruments to lead a holy siege.
Yes, my lord, as you please.
No, not the harp. I mean the sharpened swords of armory, the arrows and unbending bows for sheriff's archery, the chariots and marching steeds to fly us martially to hell. Couldst thou bethink of harmony and singing whilst my mother lies in peril?
No, my lord. This harp is for summoning the forger of thy swords. The smithy only comes to me when hearkening these chords.
Oh, yes, of course. My head is strange today.
My lord has summoned me?
Aye, sir, come this way. We have work to do.
Yes, yes. Go to. Go to. Now, Gabriel, my messenger, my harbinger, of news art thou prepared to turn a sword on those who would abuse me.
Yes, my lord! My heart is burning with the fire most profusely. Now, I bend my knees to beg thee to please send thy vengeance through me.
Good. Then go and rouse the seraphim and rally all the others. For tonight we fly from paradise to rescue precious mothers.
So, how dost thou enjoy despair, my humble virgin fair? Since ye rejected earthly pleasures, then the pain must hit thee there.
You promised me you'd free them.
Aye, and so I did. I sent them hence in my defense, but God refused to see them, though they swam up to his pearly fence and pled to him for freedom. He stood deaf to all their deference and let them fall as heathens. And since they were not beheld to hell, and heaven would not o'ersee them, well, they soon returned to earth, as in the days of Eden. It was there, in their unfair rebirth, they harbored hateful grievance. Lo, for why should God cast them aside as some unholy demons? They were once his pride. Why couldn't he receive them?
I don't know.
Oh, well, enraged by his estrangement, they began a new arrangement, murdering the souls on earth in terms of a repayment.
Who was it engaged them?
I do confess, 'twas my maliciousness enraged them. I inspired genocide and wide abominations, set the world upon its side and shook the population. God above may love the earth, but I despise creation. I'd be glad to see it slide into complete annihilation.
No, but this was not our deal.
Say what? Our seal was set upon me, letting all my souls be free. That much I did, good-naturedly. These wretches here before thee now are all brand new to me, freshly sown from earthly homes and viability.
Yet still I see the cobbler there. He's weeping in the hole.
Oh, the shoemaker's return to I. He's failed to heal his soul. Heal? Soul? Huh? Ugh, never mind. Thy humor's cold, will not appeal to thee.
No, I can surely stand the torture and the pain, but then to see these poor unfortunates enslaved is more than I can bear.
My dear, thou art in hell. This is the meaning of despair. Yet, 'twere thy sacrifice more fruitful, love, thou wouldst bethink it fair. Instead, to forfeit all thou carest about in vain. Why, there's the only torment could be worthy of thy name. Boop.
I've ne'er perceived an evil more profane than that in thee.
Oh, such flattery will get thee nowhere, my most effervescent queen.
Arr! Oh, my lord! The horns of war are blowing at the door. Oh, methinks the angels of the shores above are hearkening with a roar. Oh, it's time to draw the carillon, so we can all withdraw.
Oh, withdraw? Art dense? Whatever happened to defense? Go, grab a sword and guard the doors like wards with common sense.
But what if they destroy us?
Then my wrath will be immense. Yes, it is intense. Say, wouldst thou care to place a wager on events?
No.
Well, the odds are in my favor, no offense.
So shall we see.
Oh, yes. For far too many centuries of festering in hell, 'tis time for me to tender Yahweh his belated recompense. How likest now, thou servant queen, my sensitivity? I see my tender heart no more appeals to thee.
But I am not on fire.
Not yet. So shall we see. But now I must depart, I guess, from blessed company. Whew, I'm tired.
Oh, Azrael, thou knave!
What? Oh. Not thee again.
It is I. Now, open up the gates.
Well, it seems thou hast gained permission from thy master.
Yes, and I shall smash thy pate unless thou movest any faster.
Gabriel, abate. We'll breach it soon enough.
'Tis true, but if we're late, it'll be a grave disaster.
Son, eternity is far too long to be in such a hurry.
And my brother's blood is far too warm to tempt me not to worry.
Gabriel, abate.
You whelp! Do not bethink me invalid, just for my graying beard. For I've survived 1,000 wars and thrived 1,000,000 years. So long I've stood by Yahweh's side before the days of men, he tasked me with the book of death, though he alone controlled the pen. 'Twas I who slayed the dinosaurs and countless specimens, when in a rage of aggravation he bade me to erase his first attempt. Those creatures were immeasurable in size and scope galore. But it was I approached the globe as though a blazing meteor. 'Twas I who moved the earth 1,000 light years from the sun. 'Twas I who brought the ice age and the cold oblivion. Oh yes, God is our creator, but he knows the need for death. And thou wert but a mewling pup the day I came to rest before the stinking halls of limbo here to serve at God's request. Dost think that I enjoy the stench of pain and bitter souls? Oh nay, I but fulfill the will of God, obeying what I'm told.
I beg thee, noble Azrael, to please release thy hold. Although my cousin be impetuous, his heart is full of gold. We came to breach the Narlet gates and rescue whom it holds. Our quarrel is with them inside and not with thee out here. Like you, our destiny is but for God alone to make appear. He bids us enter now, and his command was uttered clear. So if you must begrudge us both, then do, but do not interfere.
I was merely reaching for my keys. And as for thee, thy eagerness deserves commending, though thy charm deserves reproach. Why wouldst thou raise an arm to those who would not do thee harm? If God requires these gates to open, I shall lower the alarm.
He does.
Well, good. Then Jehovah's will be done.
I pray thee, speak no word of this.
Nay, not to anyone.
This is gonna be tough.
But let them huff and puff. We'll hold the fort steady whilst we tear them up.
And what to do with him?
I say we rend him limb from limb.
But wait, isn't he an angel? If we kills him, where's he go?
Why, then he becomes a man, and then the devil gets his soul. Oh, blast! They're almost in. You do it.
Ah!
It appears we've alighted just in time.
I too die.
ineptitude disarms me, that's for certain. On the ground!
This sword is not a demon blade!
Oh, nay. It was angelic made and used to slay an angel.
Slay! Say, doth he speak the truth, my friend? Or doth he now dissemble?
Wait, nay, thy brother is alive, though very badly wounded.
Yea, he cried pathetic whines whenever I abused him.
Liar! Ah!
Well, I don't think you should roost them, Abaddon.
Oh, nay. Instead, in ire, I'll abuse them. Dost know, he cried 1,000 times that I should not misuse him. He said his flesh was far too delicate, and I was too intrusive. But you, alas, unlike your brother, are annoyingly elusive.
Back! Although I'm only God's musician, I can make thee dance!
Oh, well then you shall have your chance.
Dear brother, I am here.
Our father's mother needs releasing, for I'm freed.
She will be.
Canst thou help me?
Aye, indeed!
I cannot be defeated.
Well, thou art awfully conceited.
I'm very sorry. I mistreated.
Oh, what's that? Oh, please repeat it.
Nay, good cousin, I prefer if his words remain unheeded.
He was my only friend.
Oh, then perhaps you'd like to join them in the den.
Lord, blimey! Why wouldst thou destroy me? I surrendered.
Yes, but you'd have stabbed my brother in the back.
Lord!
A wood precept, it's not an unsolicited attack. Say, what about forgiveness?
He's a demon, and his soul is molten black. He would have turned on us eventually if we had shown him slack.
I disagree. 'Tis impropriety, us stabbing even darkest demons in the back. May God have mercy on thy soul.
We're in a war! Go tell the Lord now if thou thinkest I am lacking. I, instead, shall forge ahead to give the horns of hell a sacking!
And what about thy brother?
Aye. He'll die most rapidly, unless his chains unshackled. Father's mother is the key to all that must be tackled.
And his wounds?
Oh, he'll need miraculous attention. So, wouldst thou consent to fly him hence unto the Lord's dimension? He will never heal here while bleeding within this sealed up penitentiary.
Aye, with care.
Then I will see thee there, beyond the walls of purgatory, in the devil's lair. Whatever fate befalls me, be it air or in the grave, if I can rescue the Virgin Mary, we may all be saved.
So be thou wary.
Be thou brave. My lady, is it thee?
Oh, I, in low captivity, now I am prone to watch them tormented for all eternity.
Nay, weep no more, for I have come for thee.
Conserve my energy. No sword can break these cursed chains of animosity. Oh, I have sealed my fate.
Thy son has come as well for thee. He's near, beyond the gates.
Was there a war?
Aye, and more. The bloodiest of battlefields you've ever seen before. More limbs have fallen upon this sword than waves upon the shore. My lady would be pleased.
Oh, nay, I am aggrieved. I came to end the sufferings of all. Instead, the numbers multiplied inside these burning walls. The slaughtering of innocents, the ravages of war, these are all horrific side effects to what I came here for. I gladly take their torments on to save them from their faults. But Satan's contract has misled me and has pledged me faults.
Then I will make him change it.
Stay, please. And do not abandon me. How is thy brother? Is he well?
Nay, Michael has been wounded.
Oh, then, I've abandoned thee. So I have truly lost it all to spare humanity.
And was it worth it?
Aye. What question dost thou ask of me? No torture is too much to save a soul, although futility be torture all its own.
My lady, don't despair. Thy sacrifice has given me the chance to breathe in air. Nay, I could fain have tasted honey. Oh, but comb me daughter's hair, if thou hast not descended into Satan's evil lair. I worship thee most heartily, and praise thee in my prayers.
You lie! If thou had truly praised her, then thy soul would be up there.
'Tis true. I didn't praise her, and I took her gift for granted. Lo, but when a man is upside down, his vision may be slanted. I regret my weak decisions and the things that I had ranted. Now, I wish my lady happiness and peace. This, even if my soul remains forever in disease.
Wait, art thou not the shoemaker whose soul was not repaired?
Yes, aye, but that was frailty, and not thy own affairs. It is the weaknesses of human flesh that makes us unprepared. But through it all, I must confess, it gives me strength to know thou carest.
Why then I bless thee, worthy cobbler, and thy daughter's hair. For if my torments gave the tiniest of hope, then I would gladly brave 1,000 pains and smile as I cope. Thy words give affirmations to my sacrifice's scope.
Take care.
Oh, what's this? We have a guest. I wish someone had told me, I'd have gotten dressed.
Release the Virgin Mother, villain scum!
He speaks with such distinction. I'm impressed.
Now! I demand she be unhanded instantly.
Oh, don't be such a pest. She's my favorite prisoner. I spit on thy request. Is that an insult or respect?
I do not know.
Well, regardless, thou art welcome here, provided ye regress.
From what?
From aiming swords upon thy host and making rude requests. For I am but a businessman, despite what some suggest, and I can offer thee more riches than thou ever hast possessed.
No, Gabriel be deaf.
In yonder room's a treasure chest with anything thou wishes.
Fiend! I want thee dead.
Perhaps my offer has some glitches. How about instead, for power, dost thou crave it?
No, I'm not depraved. 'Tis better thou shouldst save it.
Well, that is a pity. See, I could have made thee mayor of this conflagrated city. Or perhaps a governor? Or better yet, a king? The management is changing soon. There'll be some openings.
No, not if God has any say.
Oh, God can say whate'er he likes. This is his judgment day. My courtroom stands adjourned for him, and I'm the magistrate. Now, you can be his barrister and marry there his aide. But when this jury finds him negligent, my courtroom's getting paid.
Enough of this charade! You'll pay for this, seditionist! I'll penetrate thy spleen! Ah!
I say, a fine attack. Thou art a worthy enemy. But come, I've been too slack. 'Tis time to murder thee. What's this? My shackles never miss, but you've averted them with ease.
Oh, yes. And for thy tricks, I shall convert thy stubborn knees! Ah!
But God himself could not oppress me when I gave no whimpered pleas. And though he quelled my poor rebellion once, 'twas only by degrees. And even then I fouled no ground before him on my knees. He claimed that he would take me back, if only I would cease to speak so roundly of his Adam and his Eve. Those poor pathetic humans and their curiosities. That is wherefore this place was born, to house those oddities, the souls that question God and his most foul authority. But that number's quickly grown into majority. I warned him that the souls of man bore moral poverty, but would he listen? No. And then he banished me. I loved him as a father once, but 'twas his loathsome vanity that ordered me to leave him. But why valued he this worthless man above all we who would receive him, when 'twas seraphim who worshipped him and man who would not heed him?
Yet if that be how thou truly felt, then why didst thou deceive him?
I never lied. I only told him honestly that man would someday supersede him.
Aye, and then you went behind his back to feed that girl a seedling.
Yes, it was a test to prove how fickle were their feelings, thus to taste the fruit of knowledge and despite his high commands. I thought God would then acknowledge these deficiencies of man. Instead, he gives them solace on that planet made of sand, whilst I reside in empty solace in these flames below the land. I begged thee for assistance once, and Michael for his hand. So we together, unified, could help our Father understand that only angels are the worthy ones and not this feeble man.
There is much good in man.
There's far more weaknesses.
But am I not a man?
Well, in a way of speaking, yes. But even you have now deceived him in your misbegotten quest. I see no sanctity at all in man, just sin within his breast. And here, within these sulfured walls, your selfish souls shall never rest. Oh, what next? And what is all this knocking, huh?
Beelzebub, the wretch!
I should have known. Deus ex machina.
Accursed Mephistopheles, suspend this animosity and hold my mother to no debt.
Oh, death!
Hello there, precious father. Say, why look you so upset?
You hold my mother in captivity like some unholy statuette. She is the mother of the Son of God, and not some justice marionette. Release her to me now.
Release her to me now.
A jester yet? So art thou calling me a fool?
You fool!
I'm calling thee a gutter rat, a festering pustule, an insubordinate degenerate who disobeyed my rule. Dost think that I must tolerate such base behavior from a mule?
Is a mule.
Good gracious, sir. And people always tell me I'm the one who's cruel. You always did know how to wound me, father, but I followed all the rules. Thy mother offered me as though a rare exotic jewel, herself, in fair exchange for all the filth within my pool. I told her it was folly and that you'll be most offended, but she pressured me to signing till I wearily relented. You see, it was her whining and her bothersome requesting that has led to me assigning her this final place of resting.
Whining.
Mother, is he lying? Surely this is some invention. Please begin denying his vainglorious pretension. Come, speak plainly now. Relieve my apprehension. What were the events?
Alas, he speaks it truly, though with some embellishment. I saw thy people in such agony, such desperate malaise. It grieved me exceedingly to see them in this place, and so I made a choice to save them all, that they may reach good heaven's grace.
Good heavens!
Grace!
Yet this was not thy choice to make. I sent thee here to see their pain, but not to take their place.
I disobeyed thy order, yes, and so my punishment is just. My flesh returns to wretchedness, and dust returns to dust. And yet I beg thee not for my redemption, son, instead to raise these people up. Please show them thou art merciful, and at thy table let them sup.
Be merciful.
But they've betrayed my trust. I sent them here for reasons, mother. For their sins of gluttony and lust, for thievery and larceny, for treason and disgust. No, I did not condemn them randomly to rot beneath the crust. Instead, I weighed their trespasses like any ruler must. I sent these men to suffer here because their spirits are corrupt. They don't belong in heaven. They deserve to suffer thus.
To suffer.
See, that is what I told her. Is it not what we discussed?
Enough! My mother's been misguided, but she's done this out of love. If you'll destroy her contract now, I'll offer no rebuff.
But I enjoy her company. She gives me such a rush. I like to tell her secrets that can make a demon blush. Why, even here, upon her cheeks, you'll see a crimson flush. I'll bet she's now recalling this one tale about a...
Oh, hush!
Oh, hush! Oh, hush!
Oh, hush.
My child, I've betrayed thee. You cannot deny this much. So why wouldst thou forgive me now? We yet bear them such a grudge.
Yes, such a grudge.
My love, thou art my mother, and the root of all my might. If I do not redeem thee now, the earth may lose its light. Good heavens glows without thee in thy sight.
Good heavens, no!
I know, but I cannot return with thee, whilst all thy children suffer thus. Good heaven is a wondrous place with room for all of us. Forgive them now. Show them love and teach them gentleness.
Forgive us now!
My lord, she is delusional. Come, disregard this fuss.
Why must ye challenge me in front of Satan, mother? He'll bethink my words are bluffs. Attention now, thou wretched souls, and any one of worth. These men were sentenced here for murder and for poisoning the earth. These men were given freedom on the hour of their birth, born free to love and free to laugh, or free to shun my name. The scum who circle in this pit were neither innocent nor framed, and they've been given ample warning of this place where they were aimed. Yes, Anyone who worships me is thereby cleansed of all their blame. But those who chose rebellion, though, must ne'er receive the same. I say the souls who circle in this hole must e'er be punished by these flames.
These flames!
I heartily agree.
Have you no shame? My lord, the day that Gabriel approached me with the news of thy desire to house a babe within my womb, to be the new Messiah, it was then I'd feared there'd come a day when all of this transpired. Thou hast created man in thine own image, but with weakness unlike yours. There's death and war and poverty, but still mankind endures. Yes, men may cheat, and men may steal, and men may damage one another. But see, even in their fragile state, men learn to love their brothers. They've been blessed with an ability to feel and love and open up their hearts. Though some may close them up again, this stems from fear and pain and some confusion on their parts. For thou hast given them free will, yet you punish those who use it. Son, a ruler of benevolence would find some reason to excuse it. Now thy children are in agony beyond which can be just. So please forgive them all and show them peace. And I will join thee happily within the kingdom of Elise.
Forgive us, please.
He'll never welcome thee, not after such rebellion, for Jehovah is a goodly king and has no need for hellions. See, what I've been trying eons now to tell you, humans have no loyalty to sell you. I spit, of course, in reverence. Thy mother says there's value.
So my condemnation stands. Mother, if you refuse to rise with me in honor, then my bruised, shattered heart must be unmanned. Ho! Lucifer, release yon Gabriel, and we shall all retreat from sullied lands.
Retreat!
Of course, my lord, thy wish is my command.
Dear God, this is a grave mistake.
Mistake!
Who spake? Sweet Uriel?
'Tis I. And please forsake me not for insolence, my lord, but I wish to stay in vigilance by Mary's side.
In hell, hast thou misplaced thy mind?
Her words have stirred emotion in me, sire. Ere this I was blind, though I have witnessed countless tragedies and seen great many humans fall and die. Yet never in my meek and small existence did I ever feel such streaks of salty moisture on my cheeks or in my eyes. She speaks such words of altruistic sacrifice compelling me to cry. For yonder virgin is more selfless and devoid of any pride than any soul I've ever known, angelic or alive. I humbly beg thee, reconsider, Lord. Forgive these sinful humans thou hast justly cast aside, if not for them and not for me. Yet do it for thy mother. She is the epitome of love and innocence and wonder. Yea, to leave her here with flames and fear would be a shameful blunder. Though I'd never deign to question thee, my lord, if this be thy desire, then I beg thy leave to stay with she down here, beneath the searing pyre. Please forgive them all, or else condemn us both to burn within the fire.
Uriel, you're mad!
I say, this makes me glad. Please, let me keep him, sire.
Silence!
Hush!
He said be quiet.
Uriel, wouldst thou deprive me of my choir and deny me angelic music when I'm sad? Come, stay with me and sing for me. I'll need thy voice tonight, especially after the day I've had.
My lord, it makes me ache, but I believe she needs a chaperone, which is a prime position I'd be proud to undertake.
'Tis mine. The task is mine. Take Uriel away, for it was my assignment to protect her in this place. It is obvious to everyone that I have plainly failed. And so if anyone should stay with her inside this flaming jail, 'tis I. So fly up home to heaven, Gus. Know that I alone will dwell by Mary's side.
Michael!
He is not well!
He's fine.
Fine.
He's fine.
He is not fine?
Then I will stay! My lord, forgive me. I will stay. For he cannot remain here yet another day. Bring Michael up to heaven, Father. I will stay. And I'll attend the Holy Mother. And I'll tolerate these flames. But please protect my brother and remove him from this place.
Oh, this place.
This place.
This place.
So you would stay for him,
I would.
and you would stay for him,
I would.
and you would stay for her,
My lord,
and you would stay for all of them.
Of course.
So what am I to do?
To do.
To do.
My lord, I owe thee my allegiance, but I do agree with them.
Am I alone?
Thou shouldst forgive us, Father. That's what I would do.
Would do.
Would do. Would do.
Well, I believe that everyone should stay. We'll turn some people into fireworks and have a festive holiday.
Not again.
Come back! There'll be no such display! The fools have barely sense enough to hear me, let alone obey. If I forgive the lot of them, the rest will go astray. The whole morality of humankind depends upon this place. If I remove the threat of hell, what impetus could exist to keep men from decay?
Thy love will guide the way.
Now, what a stupid thing to say. Thy love. His love sent me away. Go, get thee back to heaven, Father. There's no need for this delay. I'll lock the gates up tight behind thee and take care of 3 new slaves.
They're coming with me, as will she, the Virgin Maid.
But clearly she's refused.
No, clearly she has sacrificed herself for those I have abused. And clearly I was blinded by my antiquated views. This hell is not a welcome place for humans any further. I decree that every man, including those who murder, shall be freed from their imprisonment and shan't be tortured any further.
What? Speak louder, sir. You've murmured.
Nay, I spoke with clarity, but I shall say it even firmer. I was once a god of vengeance, one who knew not how to nurture. You convinced me then to torment Job, a man who worshipped me with fervor. I betrayed his goodly love for me, whilst you behaved as an observer. Lo, I do confess my own indifference then, but that was ere I met my mother. She has taught me how to value man as though they were my brothers. And yet even then, I tried to spurn the wicked and the stubborn. But as mother's love has made me see, there is a softer way to govern. Man was blessed with tenderness along with desolation. If I shower him with love and kill his sins with adoration, I believe that humankind can overcome damnation. I proclaim to free thee all and guide thee to salvation.
Thank thee, Lord. Yes.
But I will not let you take them.
Oh,
This hell's my dominion, Father. This is all I've got. Come, Abaddon and Moloch and the others in my pack. We'll stack the odds against these fools and send the infiltrators back.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lord, but they stabbed me through the back.
Aye, and I was quite outnumbered. 2 to 1.
Moloch? Sweet Abaddon?
well, what didst thou expect? Thy demons were no match for us in strength nor intellect. We're warriors of God above, and they had shown us Disrespect.
Oh, a warrior. You jest. A fairy with a Neville harp is more what I'd suggest.
Nay, devil! For thy carping, I shall perforate thy neck!
Hey, Gabriel, be checked. Now, Lucifer, release these souls. I shall let him perforate thy neck.
Oh, heck. 'Tis fine. I suppose you may collect them all. Except for her. For she has signed a binding contract and she's mine. But you may keep the rest if you prefer.
You swine!
Grab Lucifer!
He's mine!
My son, you must forgive him.
Why?
Rip him to pieces!
Pull him in!
Because thou art divine. Pull back from this aggression, son, and live this time.
An eye for an eye!
A tooth for tooth!
But I must have you up in heaven.
Son, I want that too, but this would be the stronger lesson.
Oh, please, give him to us, Father. We'll forgive him for you.
Nay, mother, don't be foolish. If I do, he'll think me weak.
He's nearly in!
Son, you must turn the other cheek.
He must pay for his transgression.
Grab his feet!
He'll see that thou art merciful and learn from thy technique.
I'll eat him!
Strip his flesh.
I want to eat his toes!
My lord,
Nay, do not bother me. Now is not the time.
My lord, thou art the savior and the father of mankind. Please teach thy children how to love, or else would vengeance be thy shrine. If humans should be virtuous, 'tis thee should be their guide. But how canst thou be worthy if forgiveness ye deny?
my lord, I beg thy pardon, but there's something you should know.
An eye for an eye.
And a tooth for a tooth. Then humankind would all be blind and we could never chew our food.
Oh, I almost have his toes!
My son, thou art the Lord on high. Thy will, of course, is mine. If killing him would bring you joy, then do as you design. But in that hole are many souls who pine for thy embrace. Now show them what thy love can do by granting him good heaven's grace.
My lord, the book of death does not contain his name.
I know.
Please, write me in, my lord. I'd rather burn than give away my slaves.
Thou knave.
Behave. Shall I reward even the basest people with a space inside my gates?
Thou shouldst, for even if they're evil, they would change in thy embrace. Thou art Jehovah. Thou art unadulterated grace. A simple kiss from thee will melt millenniums of hate. So, try it. Kiss his face.
But I don't want forgiveness. I've worked hard to earn this fate.
Get up, you snake!
Oh, watch it. You're very brutal. I'm not trying to escape. My lord, this isn't how it works. You can't just waltz in here, not after thousands of years, expecting me to break.
Forgive me.
What? Forgive you? Oh, I do. Of course, my lord, I do forgive you. Oh God, I've missed you very much.
And I've missed thee, my morning star. Those cheeks I used to touch, for thou wert once the brightest light in all the sky above. Remember I with fondness now, how much I used to love thee. Come, no longer kneel before me. I will fly us up to heaven, and I'll beg of thee to join me.
Yes, I will.
And all of you whom I've denied, please shine your grace upon me. In return, I'll bless you all with fond eternity. Now, please forgive my former arrogance and do accept my open hand. And in exchange, I'll welcome all into the promised land.
I thank thee, precious father. Yet still, I am ashamed.
My son, with all my heart, I do absolve thee of thy blame. Now stay and help me grant them all the same.
My lady, is it scary?
What?
This journey into heaven?
Nay, do not be wary. And recall, there is no need for swearing.
If we travel quickly, it won't take us very long. In fact, we should arrive by morning.
Uriel, a song.
Of course, Lord, in thy glory. And when all of the others worry, my heart stands divine. My heart stands divine. For though their gaze be often blurry, I see heaven shine. Because God's love is strong and sturdy, and I feel sublime. Now in the days before aurora of the rising sun, good God bestowed his glorious aura unto everyone. Yes, all the souls were born in heaven and Elysium. And when God said, "Let there be light," well, it was paradise. Well, it was paradise. And on the earth created life, and mountains, trees, and birds. And soon mankind would be united with the universe. Still some say love and some say violence makes the world go around, makes the world go around. But God can take that lonely silence and make a joyous sound. So in the glow of heaven's kindness, may you all be found. Now go with God toward new horizons. Spread his love around. Spread his love around. And feel the warmth of dawn arising from sallow ground. And if this show be so delighting, then make our happy sound.